commitment to achieve net zero emissions by 2070 is poised to lead the nation on a path to clean, green and sustainable economic development. At the UN Climate Change Conference in Glasgow, COP26 last year, India committed to meeting 50% of its energy needs from renewable energy by 2030. Achieving this clean energy transition requires equal amounts of commitment, awareness and action. And this is why the News 18 network is launching a very special initiative, Tata Power Sustainable is Attainable. The initiative aims to raise awareness and build conversations into how businesses, governments and we the people can together create a sustainable and low-carbon future. To meet India's clean energy transition goals, the electric utility sector holds critical responsibility, and Tata Power, India's largest integrated power company, is a leader in clean energy generation with 32% of its portfolio made up of renewables. With growing focus on new-age energy solutions, including solar rooftop, EV chargers, solar pumps, smart meters and energy management solutions, Tata Power is playing a leading role in India's energy transition journey. Today, to understand why Tata Power thinks sustainable is attainable, we have with us Praveer Sinha, the CEO and Managing Director of Tata Power. Mr. Sinha, always a pleasure. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us here on the program, and appreciate your time here in Mumbai. You know, for the context of our viewers who are watching, I want to just highlight some of the aspects that make Tata Power's efforts to build on the renewable space so commendable. If we take a look at CapEx, Tata Power has planned a CapEx of over 75,000 crores over the next 5 years in renewables. Very strong solar EPC order book of about 13,000 crores, about 700 megawatts of capacity in renewables added in FY22, and you plan to increase your green energy share to 60% over the next 5 years. So it's very, very clear that the focus is on going clean and green for you at Tata Power.
Thank you, Shireen. First of all, I would like to thank and compliment News 18 network for partnering with Tata Power on the new and special initiative of Sustainable is Attainable. Sustainable is Attainable is about use of green and clean energy to meet the aspirations and expectations of a growing country like India. It is about providing energy security, energy equity and energy sustainability, more so when we are celebrating 75 years of India's independence. India is the largest and the fastest growing economy and will witness the largest increase in energy demand worldwide in the coming decades. Clean and green energy will play a major role in meeting this increased demand, where what will matter most will be the accessibility and affordability of power. This is where Tata Power intends to play a major role by enabling businesses and consumers to make a small yet significant changes today for attaining a sustainable lifestyle. It is also important for Tata Power as its pillar of sustainability was based on which the company was set up more than 100 years back. The vision of our founder, Sir Jamshedji Tata, was to provide clean, abundant and affordable energy to the people of this country. Its relevance is more now than what it was 100 years back. As a responsible corporate citizen, it is important for us to demonstrate our strong commitment to sustainability. We need to walk the talk. Tata Power believes that transition to green energy, e-mobility, and energy optimization can trigger a big wave of sustainable growth for the country. In addition to driving the country's growth, we believe our foremost responsibility is also to lead the way in which we can reverse climate change. For us, this transition to green energy is not an option, but a commitment to support the people of this country. Tata Power is working towards a very aggressive and ambitious target of achieving sustainable operations across all its lines of businesses. From the present 32% of green energy portfolio, we propose to become 70% green portfolio by 2030 and 100% by 2045. In fact, Tata Power is the first company in the country with a net zero target by 2045. We strongly believe that sustainable is attainable for every one of us. Small changes that we will make in our everyday lives today will make a greener and more sustainable tomorrow for our future.
You know, and that brings me to my next question, because that is exactly what people must be imagining when they think about sustainable being attainable. How quickly can we make that transition? How real is this transition going to be? And you gave us some glimpse of what you are thinking at this point in time as far as Tata Power is concerned. What does the transition roadmap look like as we move towards sustainable is attainable?
Tata Power is working towards enabling millions of Indians transition to sustainable products and solutions for whether it is their factories or homes or mobility, whether it is in urban areas or rural areas. With the advent of new technologies and innovation, these clean energy solutions will become commercially viable and also economical for the consumers so that they can reap the benefits over the conventional power supply. It is our firm belief that sustainable is attainable as we are offering customers with customized offerings based on their needs and are creating a whole ecosystem of easy adoption. And these are related in rural areas through solar pumps and microgrids in villages. In fact, we have the largest microgrid initiative in the world, and we want to make it financially sustainable so that it is not on gratis or on grant from people. We are also working on energy management services for small and medium industries so that they can take the benefits of improving their cost of services or cost of production. We are also creating huge amount of platforms whereby consumers, whether it is enterprise consumers or it is individual consumers, are able to use the energy efficiently. We want to also work very closely with millions of Indians to fast-track their adoption of green energy solutions and products through these initiatives. With this partnership with Network 18, we intend to achieve scale and disseminate the important message across the country that sustainable is definitely achievable.
Give me examples of the things that you've been able to change within Tata Power to ensure that you move towards this hybrid, power model that you speak of.
I think, as I mentioned, India is one of the largest and the biggest in terms of energy consumption in the future. And for us, we need to come up with new solutions. I think we have seen globally 3 changes have happened. The first is the decarbonization which is taking place. Clean and green energy is becoming a norm globally as also in our country. The second change that we are seeing is decentralization of energy that is taking place. Whole lot of opportunities are coming that decentralized generation can take place, whether it is in cities through rooftop solar solutions, and this can be for both industries as well as commercial establishment and residential users, as also in villages through the microgrid and the solar pumps solution. We have also seen that how do we work towards models which talk about hybrid solutions. We have huge amount of generation that can happen during daytime through solar plants, and then in the evening and night we can have generation through the wind power plants. And wherever there is a shortfall, we can support it through hydro plants and through storage. And I think the hybrid solutions that we are now offering to the consumers will help them to ensure that they get 24/7 electricity and make them operate like a conventional dispatchable power plant. I think there is a great opportunity for us to provide solutions, and these are hybrid solutions These are solutions which meets the load requirement based on the profile of the load. And I think for us, the solutions will help us to move towards using renewable sources of energy on 24/7 for meeting our energy requirement in future.
On that note, we'll take a short break. On Tata Power presents Sustainable is Attainable, an initiative by News 18 Network. When we return, the conversation extends to understand the emerging sustainable energy solutions and also discuss consumer demand in the renewable energy space. Stay tuned for more.